Annyeonghaseyo, this is meowmurai. Let's continue our game, The First Descendant, running on PC. There we go. Burning summer attendance.
냉기 한번 느껴볼래?
Special growth bundle, furry companions bundle. Oh, I never did buy Ultimate Blair's costume. You know what's gonna happen now. Finally has something other than the corn costume to give these guys. What am I painting here exactly? Okay, that one's the hat. What did I change? Oh, the propeller? Is it just the hat? It is, it's just the hat. Well, what's this then? Okay, that's just the hat overall. Pink, pink, clear fog blue. Well, I guess it's better than nothing. Okay. Bow wow wow.
얻고 싶은 게 있다면 대가를 지불해야지.
All right, need some materials.
모듈에 대한 건 뭐든 물어보세요.
That's max, that's max, that's max. That is max. And skill power, tech, and critical. Fire, skill power, HP. Well, I'm actually dying a fair amount, so HP kind of makes sense.
특별한 인간 아이야. 무엇이 필요하니?
Now we can do this. This is just kind of become my daily. Doing the thing to get more catalysts.
여기는 내 생체 실험장 제트란 임무를 시작하십시오.
현장 교체.
Whoops.
말랑 일어나.
다시 달려볼까?
임무 종료합니다. 수고하셨습니다. 계승자.
That's the shirt. That's the overalls. Round one. I only get 5 per run. Oh, that's all right.
여기는 내 쪽. 봉쇄구역 재탈환 임무 수행을 시작해 주십시오.
불꽃놀이 시작이다.
We didn't give him a tail. Wait. I'm missing something there without a tail.
어딜 도망치려고.
임무 완료. 고생하셨습니다.
여기는 넷. 칼리고 매장지 제트란 임무를 시작하십시오.
그냥 내가 터질까 보다. 아니야. 양폭탄 발사. 세트라 뻥. 장전. 발파.
Oh, hey, Blue. Yeah, I mean, the update's fine. I don't really... People are so dramatic about about what happened to their characters. I mean, if you're still an Inez main, she's like more powerful than ever now. You know, I mean, everybody got a boost, basically. It's not... It's weird. I mean, yeah, you can do some more grinding, but... You want to take advantage of the new stats, but that's what an update is all about. Giving you new stuff to do. I just don't understand what all the complaining is about. But I have never understood it, so, you know, maybe I'm not like the best judge. Oh boy, something caught my throat. Yeah, I mean they gave us a reason to play the new content. Plus they buffed all of our characters by making us have additional stats. So it's like you're not really losing anything. Now, you know, I understand people want new content, but that's, you know, coming a little bit later. It's just not coming right now. So, I don't know, man. I mean, just some people just will never be happy. Hope they know that this game is free to play. Like, they didn't have to spend any money on it. Yeah, all the new build videos I've seen, it's just like now everybody's like ridiculously powerful once you do the grinding. Even all the characters that were kind of considered lower tier, I mean, they're all much better than they used to be. So, you know, what are you gonna do? I just keep making swimsuits. That's the only thing that makes anybody happy anymore. There's an endless deluge of swimsuits. And then make the dynamic motion on top of dynamic motion. So it's like all the parts that jiggle also jiggle on top of that. Maybe that'll help. Is somebody actually using the flamethrower? I don't think I've ever really seen anybody like legitimately use it. Yeah, I said they buffed up some of these enemies. I mean, they're taking longer to kill than. I mean, not much longer. Don't get me wrong. But, I mean, these things used to just be a pushover, like they'd be done within a minute or two. Now suddenly it's like more than 3 or 4 minutes.
임무 완료. 수고하셨습니다.
Yeah, exactly. It is preparations for the big update. Absolutely. It seems like this team is kind of small too. It doesn't seem like it's like a huge team behind this,
여기는 왼쪽. 봉쇄구역 재탈환 임무 수행을
which is why it seems like the
시작해
updates are a little slow. I just don't think there are that many people at Magnum Studio. Although I did see they opened up testers for North America, or like first impression testers. I forget what they call the name. So they can get more feedback from folks in our region. Which I think is good, you know. I didn't sign up for it, not have time for that kind of stuff, but... I say Inez is back to being ridiculous again. I mean, she was only a little ridiculous before. Which is good, you know, I like playing Inez. She's a fun character. She's one of my favorites. Yeah, I do think she's even stronger than she was before the buff at this point in time. I mean, you can really let loose on those snares now, if you build her correctly. Which was always her strongest. Remember, her was always her strongest. Now it's just like, yeah, you can, you can put like, you can just continuously put them out. Again, if you know, spend some time to build her right. Your old build is, you know, not going to work the same way. I mean, Dalby's better, you know.
임무 완료. 고생하셨습니다.
I think Luna's the only one that's kind of the same, but they're going to give us an ultimate of Luna, so it sort of makes sense that they wouldn't necessarily boost her that much. You know, Haley's way better. You know, now there's less stages in the purge, in the Void Erosion purge, so you don't have to go through that whole rigmarole of the 30 stages anymore. Which, you know, everybody just plays stage 30 anyway, so it sort of makes sense to do that. Just be a little bit more efficient. So yeah, I mean, generally, I think the changes are positive. Yeah, you know, people just don't like new stuff. Too confusing. The thing is, if you read the patch notes, I mean, it's a laundry list. It's a long laundry list of things. So, I think it's going to take a while for the community to sort of figure out what to do. Yeah, you know, yeah, all your characters are fresh again. You gotta re-optimize them. I just gotta wait for Ultimate Luna. You know, I don't think I'll touch her the way that she is. But like I said, she doesn't get too many benefits from a lot of the new changes. Yeah, cool stuff. I mean, I like it. I don't know if it's like a lot of people who have never played a looter shooter before or what. I mean, I'd be happy if Destiny changed this much, you know. Basically, Destiny makes you, you know, they make you buy an upgrade, or they make you buy a DLC, and then it just doesn't change ever, except to nerf all the things that you think are fun. I mean, I don't want them to go that route. Or just to focus only on PvP. Which is like, okay, well, that's fine, I guess. Gotta take some money away from Call of Duty. Take some money away from Call of Duty and Fortnite, which is basically impossible at this point in time. Good luck competing with them. I mean, that's like competing with Madden. You know, we're gonna make a great new NFL property. I was like, yeah, I don't think it really matters. I mean, when NFL 2K was around, it was good stuff, but you know, it's not around anymore. I think the jury's still out on football clubs, whether or not it's, you know, really gonna be the de facto standard like FIFA was. I think there's room for improvement out there. But most people don't think that way. Most people are perfectly happy with not FIFA. Well, I gotta tell you, multi-hit is still sucky. Like, I don't even know what it's for. Yeah, I don't think they're gonna spend. I mean, you're not gonna spend 20 hours redoing Valby. It's it's not that crazy.
임무 종료 확인.
You know, they even gave us a harder ice maiden, so it's like a lot of stuff that we asked for.
여기는 알파. 피난 저 제타란 임무를 수행하라.
그냥 내가 터질 거보다.
I must not have this build right. It seems like this is kind of weak. His area bombs just do not do enough damage. I gotta throw 2 at a time just to even get some numbers up. Oh my god.
발사. 자, 터져라.
I mean, I'm definitely not maining this character. He's not quite ideal. Thought maybe an ultimate version of him will be buffed up enough where I'd consider it. guys have better defense. I am doing less damage. I don't know. I don't wonder if I was just going crazy or not. Like, I don't know.
계승자는 본부로 껴나라.
Everything gets a little buff, you know, while you buff your characters. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I mean, there's just a lot of stuff that we asked for. And there's just generally a good positive direction.
레지스터 연구진
And yeah, Ice Maiden is much harder. I mean, especially if you're playing in a group, it does take significantly longer. You know, it's not a 20-minute fight or anything, but it's not a 3-minute fight.
전폭탄 발사.
You know, I don't want 20-minute boss battles. No, thank you. I love the fact that I can just play this in a couple minutes and make some progress. Or I can play it for many hours and make progress. I don't have to spend time outside of playing the game, organizing parties and figuring out timetables, you know, time zones for raids that I wanna coordinate, like I do with Final Fantasy. So I don't want that kind of work in a run and gun. Oh, right, sorry. Yeah, hard solo boss. Yes, you were correct. I guess it's just because everybody's power level is a little bit lower. She takes longer. It makes sense, though. I mean, a lot of people want to do the bosses as a solo challenge. I don't. My character builds are never good enough for that. And quite frankly, I just die all the time. Especially since I just raise new characters all the time.
어쩌면 메지스터야말로 진짜 인류의 희망 아니겠니?
Okay, our family has some extra resources. Like, I know I couldn't go in with my Kyle and defeat her. I'd run out of time. I just wouldn't be able to do enough damage. Although I still want to see a 1200%. Still sticking with the 400. They don't want to make it any harder for some reason. I guess that's what Void Erosion Purge is, basically. Oop, oh, and I'm dead. Ooh, first try. Wow. I see the dog costume is not that popular. Just like the corn costume is not that popular.
어쩌면 메지스터야말로 진짜 인류의 희망 아니겠니?
Yeah, well, you'll be one of the few. As I said, I actually haven't run into that many people who bought the dog costume. I mean, the universal costumes are always less popular. Oh, you bought the backflip emote? Yeah, nice. Oh shoot, I keep forgetting to check Twitch chat. Sorry. I got too many windows open.
버텨봐.
Ooh, damn. Stock costume is super goofy. Oh my god, everything is harder. Again, that's good. Everything was harder. But not too much harder. I think I'm gonna go back to the crit version of this gun, of the Albion. I just don't think the multi-hit's worth it. It's like you're technically doing more damage, but really only by a couple hundred. I'd rather take my chances with large damage crits than, you know, average multi-hits. Yeah, I mean, people are dying all the time now. You used to be able to just flew through the levels as fast as they could. Now, yeah, just stop every once in a while. Oh no, I mean with a buffed Inez it's not, of course it's not going to be hard. Just like a buffed Serena, will pretty much own everything in the game. But if you're not those two, then it's a little bit harder. Not hard enough to make you quit, hopefully. That's the thing, if it's too hard then people will stop playing. Although, I mean, tonight I haven't run into that many Inezes. I think everybody's kind of reworking their other characters. I mean, tonight might just be a fluke. And maybe tomorrow morning, I'll get like a bunch more Inezes. But it seems like there's been a little bit more variety in the players that I've seen. Yeah, and I like the fact that I get cores for the 400%. That's awesome. You don't have to exclusively play Void Erosion Purge, although you get more cores for Void Erosion Purge if you want to play that. Which is nice. It's more ways to get some of the resources that you want. And again, we've been asking for that. And they're delivering. Oh, 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 they just barely got me. Wow, that sucks. Oh, hey, the guy's regaining health. I didn't know that he could regain health.
벌써 그렇게
Is that new? I don't remember that ever happening. Maybe I haven't been paying attention either. Component cores? Okay. Well, I guess that makes sense. I mean, you gotta get those resources some way. Obviously, I didn't pay attention to the patch notes. As soon as I saw it was like 4 pages, I just like, I was like, yeah, I'll get to this someday. I'll just stumble around for a while.
이게 다냐?
많이 아플 거야.
This Valby is crazy. Oh, are we actually waiting? Okay. I mean, you might be right. Like I said, I didn't really read all the notes. It was just like a lot to cover. Oh, I should probably try to level up something else here.
비트 주세요.
There's an Inez. Everybody's like done with Serena. I haven't run very many Serenas over the last 2 days either. I mean, she's still the most powerful character. It's just a pain in the ass to fly around. I really don't like the mechanic of floating up and down. I really thought I would love it. I just don't. What are we doing next? Power increase, maybe? God, I saw somebody who had a useful build for Fallen Hope. I thought that gun would never ever get any time. But apparently you can make it good now. Yeah, I mean, it's still not the best gun, but at least now you can get, you know, 5 or 6 million damage out of it. Whereas before, I think you could barely ever break 1 million.
그냥 내가 터질 겁니다.
Oh, there's just 2 of us? Oh, okay. Wow, I'm surprised.
그냥 내가 터질 겁니다.
Do people actually like Kyle? Or Izuma? Oh, he doesn't seem good. But it is pretty early. I mean, you know, maybe once I get all the module ones up, it'll be really good. It doesn't seem good so far. I mean, I see him being played every once in a while. Sheesh.
대장전.
Oh, okay. Now I'm seeing all the characters I didn't see earlier. Oh, ooh, a little lag there.
불꽃놀이 시작이다. 한창 교체.
Oh, oh, crap. Wow.
오늘은 나중에
Oh, it regenerates the little defensive balls. Okay, yeah. Got some new tricks. Oh, is it map switching time? It is map switching time. Erosion stage 1 or higher. Oh, geez, I haven't even tried. think it's been a while since I've looked at my Serena build. Yes, I got one.
모듈이 다 똑같다면 제가 필요 없겠죠? Ever since I moved, I guess, how long has it been? 2 weeks now? Yeah, 2 weeks. I I totally destroyed both of my index fingers, and then I really bruised my my left index finger. So it's the swelling is finally coming down 2 weeks later. It's like next time I move, I'm definitely gonna have to hire movers. I don't know if I can do it anymore. Even with all the working out that I was doing ahead of time, you know, going to the gym and just trying to build up a little bit more strength. There were plenty of sore muscles that I had. I was like, yeah, okay, well, you can't work every single muscle. When you move, you're never going to discover some muscles that you haven't paid attention to. I moved everything by myself, with the exception of my my washing machine, which was basically just because of the shape of a washing machine. It's very hard to move that yourself. And the furniture dolly I used was I don't know. It just didn't seem like the lift was big enough, because I rented a furniture dolly to move it, and I was just like, okay, yeah, I just cannot lift this with this furniture dolly high enough onto the bed of my truck. I just couldn't do it. So
so I did have to have my friends help me with that. But yeah, everything else I just moved myself. It's kind of by design, right? Because I am going to leave the country, so and no guarantee I'm going to have any help when I leave the country either. So I thought I had you know, a pretty good grip on you know, my stuff and how much stuff I had. But yeah, once I started moving, I realized that I still owned too much stuff. You know, it was just still too many boxes. So I really have to evaluate what I have this time around and start giving stuff away or donating stuff to charity. Like I've been carrying around these dishes I've had for, I don't know, I've had them for like 25 years now. And I can't say I've been even using them. Certainly for the last 15. So I was like, yeah, I think it's time to let these go. They're like really nice, like expensive dishes, but I just don't use them. I'm not entertaining 16 people like I used to a long time ago. There's no need. I have like a bunch of like saucers and espresso cups, and I was like, you know, I just do not use this stuff. It doesn't matter if it's nice if you don't use it. I was just donate it to Goodwill, and maybe somebody else will get some use out of it. Of course, the really good stuff, you know, probably doesn't make it to the shelf. You know, employees snag some of that. I mean, not everything, obviously. I'm sure some of it just never makes it to the retail shelf. But then, yeah, more power to them. Now they can, you know, eat cereal out of a very fancy bowl. Except after they buy the bowl, they can't afford anything besides cereal. Yeah. I went into all these like clear, you know, clear plates and clear cups. I bought a bunch of clear coffee butter. I was like, yeah, I don't really need this super duper fancy cutlery, fancy dishes, fancy plates. I'd have a hell of a time shipping them to Korea anyway, you know, without them shattering into a million pieces. Yeah, I mean, there's like so much junk in my entertainment room that I carried over. You know, I had to move everything quickly, so I didn't have time to sort through stuff. I was like, never again. I'm not moving that much stuff ever. Yeah, I mean, I did have my friends offer to help, but you know, after a certain age, then people just become busy, you know. So it can be difficult to arrange time for me to have people help me. And quite frankly, I was in a rush. I mean, I had to get out of my way. And the time was ticking. You know, and people may have like the best intentions, but like I was moving in the middle of the week, in the middle of the work week. I didn't really have the luxury of waiting till the weekend when everybody would be free to help me. It just, sometimes things just aren't that convenient. At least this time when I moved, I didn't get to the point where my the bottom of my soles, the bottom of my feet turned numb and or got to the point where they just felt like pins and needles, right? So where there was no circulation. And when I move, I'll just keep moving until I, you know, go to the hospital. I just become very, very determined whenever I need to move. Just ignore all the pain. Keep working through it. Even then, it took me I mean, this is my most relaxed move, so I spent 5 days moving, And normally I spend 2 days. Even then I was like, I just never want to ever move again. I never want to own anything. I never want to own anything that weighs greater than 2 pounds. Anything heavier than that. I mean, it has to be something special if it's heavier than that. I don't want to move it with me. Which is very few things at this point in time, I've determined. Because likely when I move to Korea, I'm going to be, I'm not going to be on the ground floor. I'll have to go up some stairs. And it's like, carrying a 10-pound of anything up some stairs for 6 or 7 hours is not a thing I want to do. I'm glad I don't want a piano. That's the absolute worst thing to move. And thankfully I've only had to move like 6 pianos in my life. I've hated it every single time though. Oh man, just use a keyboard. It sounds just as good as a real piano at this point in time. You don't need to have the real thing unless you want to torture your kids as they're growing up. Pretty much the only reason to keep a real piano at this point. I want my kids to hate me when they grow up. To take piano lessons. They'll thank me later when they're invited to every stupid wedding out there. Oh, I guess I could have got to it. I was like, I was on my way, but I probably would have died. Thankfully, when I learned to play piano, I didn't learn it on a real piano. I learned it on a keyboard. Perfectly fine. I never once ran into a situation where I needed to play a real piano. You never know. I'm probably going to get kidnapped by some man musician out there. You want to live? Play the piano. Oh crap. Guess I'm done for. Who knew? Who knew it would become a useful skill? Life-saving skill. Now I'm going to be in, Saw 14 or whatever number they're at. Play these weighted keys, or else you lose your liver. Ah, damn. Guess I'm losing my liver. Too bad, I kind of like my liver. Oh, Izimo. He definitely needs an ultimate version. His regular version's not great, I would say. But Blair was also not great. His ultimate version made him really good. So can't wait for that day. Izimo fans. And maybe they'll introduce three or four more female characters before you get your ultimate, but we get them eventually. Someday it will be, but not today. The other thing that happened when I moved, there was unfortunately a leak that had been going on for yeah, well, we're not exactly sure how long the leak occurred for, but it was probably a number of weeks. And then unfortunately the leak got all the way into the floorboards. So as I was moving in, I noticed that there was water coming up from underneath the floor. It took a while to figure out where the leak was coming from, and then maybe only in the last 4 or 5 days before it's time to dry it out. So for a while I had to walk around with slippers. All that fun of it. I don't really like slippers that much. Because I couldn't walk around in my bare feet. Feet would eventually just soak in water. I couldn't walk around in socks because same deal. It's interesting. Interesting design where a single leak can cause all of the floors to be wetter than we'll go back to the drawing board on that one. If one leak can ruin all of your floors. Maybe ruin's not the right word. I mean, I think we can still recover from them, but there's definitely sections of the floor we'll need to replace. And certainly some of the flooring is pretty questionable. Thankfully I don't have to worry about the number of renters, but feel bad for the homeowner. Floors anymore. I was back in my 20s. I do not have the back strength for that anymore. Yeah, I went into IT for a reason. A lot more mental stress, but no physical stress. I'm not sure which is easier. Actually weighs more heavy of a toll on you than physical stress. We're missing somebody? Like, I think a stressed out body recovers faster than a stressed out mind. I guess I didn't upgrade that slot. It's weird that well, not so weird that I wouldn't do it. I could have done that a million times. You know, don't upgrade the main slot. Save that for last for some stupid reason. Jaber? Is he playing Jaber? Did Jaber get a boost that I don't know about? Oh, I mean, maybe. Jaber did get a boost. Tired of just shooting empty walls. Oh boy. Okay, I know when I am shooting empty walls and running into nothing that it must be time to quit. Anyway, this is meowmurai. You've been watching the First Descendant running on PC. Yeah, I mean, I think they made a lot of really good positive changes.
표적 확인.
You know, now things are a little harder, although obviously they won't stay that way once you build your characters up. But yeah, good times as always. I don't know why people love to complain about this game, but it is what it is. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching. I will see you at the next stream.